the seat beside her. Tolerance. This is a story about the awake explorer, whose eighth awakening adventure begins when someone very different from her takes the empty seat beside her. What first feels irritating slowly becomes an invitation to notice how quickly discomfort turns into judgment, and how much space appears when she stops demanding that another person be different. The awake explorer boarded the train just before departure. She found her seat by the window, placed her backpack overhead and smiled. Quiet carriage, 2-hour ride. Perfect. Then a man dropped into the seat beside her. He was talking loudly on his phone. Very loudly. Yes, I told him already. The explorer looked out the window. The man laughed, loudly. Then he opened a bag of chips. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The explorer took a slow breath. Tolerance, she thought. This should be interesting. The man ended his call for 7 peaceful seconds. Then he began watching videos without headphones. The explorer closed her eyes. A tiny dog barked from somewhere behind them. A child began singing. The man beside her laughed at another video. She checked the carriage sign. Quiet area. She looked at him, then at the sign, then back at him. He noticed. What? She smiled tightly. Nothing. He returned to his video. Her smartwatch vibrated. Course correction. Peace is not the reward for everyone behaving as you prefer. She stared at the message. Very funny. The man glanced at her wrist. Nice watch. Thank you. He smiled, then turned the volume down. Only slightly. The explorer looked out at fields passing beyond the glass. Her irritation remained. She began listing everything wrong with him. Too loud, too careless, too unaware, too much. Then another thought appeared. How much of her discomfort came from the noise, and how much came from the demand that he should not be the way he was? She did not suddenly enjoy the videos. She still preferred quiet. But she noticed the extra layer she had added. He should know better. People like this are inconsiderate. Why does this always happen to me? The noise was one thing. The story was another. At the next station, the man stood up. Want anything from the cafe cart? The explorer blinked. No, thank you. You sure? Yes. He returned with coffee and sat down. For a while, neither spoke. Then the train stopped unexpectedly. An announcement came over the speaker. Mechanical delay. We expect approximately 40 minutes. Groans filled the carriage. The explorer checked the time. She had a reservation waiting at the other end. The man beside her looked at her. Important connection? Yes. You might miss it. I know, he nodded. That's annoying. She almost laughed. Now he was the calm one. A few minutes later, he noticed an elderly woman struggling to lift a suitcase from the aisle. He immediately stood and helped her. Then he gave his coffee to a teenager whose card would not work at the cafe cart. The explorer watched. Her earlier picture of him became harder to maintain. Still loud, still messy with chips, still apparently allergic to headphones, and also helpful. Generous. Human. She smiled. He noticed. What? I may have judged you too quickly. He laughed. I definitely talked too loudly. That was part of the evidence. Fair. He reached into his bag. Chips. She looked at them, then at him. Those are extremely loud chips. They are. She took one. By the time the train started moving again, they were talking. He was travelling to see his sister after surgery. He hated hospitals. He talked more when nervous. The explorer listened. The volume had not changed much, but her experience had. She thought tolerance meant enduring someone irritating without exploding. Now she saw something wider. Tolerance did not require pretending preferences did not exist. It did not mean agreeing with everything. It meant making room for another person to be more than the part she disliked. When they reached the final station, the explorer missed her reservation. The world did not end. The man helped her pull down her backpack. Good luck. You too. He walked away, already making another loud phone call. The explorer laughed. Some things did not need to change for her to be at peace. She checked her watch. No new notification. Apparently, one course correction had been enough. She stepped into the station. Around her, hundreds of people moved in hundreds of different ways. For once, difference did not feel like an obstacle. It felt like room.